In this video, we're going to bring everything together and we're going to work with metric and imperial units of mass at the same time. Before we get started on any of the examples, please pause the video and grab your formula sheet and have it handy as we're working through these examples. You're also welcome to pause and try the questions by yourself first before viewing the solutions. So the conversions that we're going to be using are mainly on the second page of the formula sheet where it says mass conversions. All right, so the first question is asking us to convert from 28 ounces to grams. This conversion is not in your formula sheet, which is why it is given to you here. So the conversion is 1 ounce is approximately 28.35 grams. This is a handy one to have in your notes, or just for common knowledge, is that 1 ounce is about 28 grams. Okay, so the process is not different from any other conversion question that we've done so far. So we're going to line up our units. 1 ounce is approximately 28.35 grams. To go from ounces to grams, we multiply by 28.35, which means that here we multiply by 28.35. And I'm just going to grab my calculator so I can input that. And that equals 793.8 grams. So 793.8, and that's our final answer. Let's look at the next question. Again, you're more than welcome to pause and try these by yourself. So we're converting between pounds and kilograms. So on our formula sheet, it says that 1 kilogram is approximately 2.2 pounds. So I'm going to write the pounds first. So this is 2.2 pounds is approximately 1 kilogram. To convert here, we divide by 2.2, which means here I need to divide by 2.2. So 65 divided by 2.2 is 29.545454, etc. I'm going to round to one decimal place, and that's going to be 29.5. So 65 pounds is approximately 29.5 kilograms. The next question is similar, but we're flipping the units, so we start with kilograms and then we go to pounds. So it's the same conversion fact that we're using here as well. So 1 kilogram is approximately 2.2 pounds. So to go from kilograms to pounds, we multiply by 2.2, and here I multiply by 2.2. So 45 times 2.2 is equal to 20.454545, and so on. So I'm going to round to one decimal place, so 20.5. So 45 kilograms is equivalent to, that does not make sense. No. Let's try that again. I think oh yes, I hit divide on my calculator, not multiply. Let's do that again. Like the number is too small. 99, that makes more sense. 99, here we go. That's the correct answer. Okay, here we go. So how did I know that I made a mistake there? Because if you look the kilograms to pounds, the numbers get bigger. We're multiplying. So here the 45 can't turn into a 22. It can't get smaller all of a sudden. So there you go. Okay. Now let's move on to some word problems. The first one reads, J weighs 116 pounds. What is their mass to the nearest kilogram? So what they're asking us essentially is to take that mass in pounds and convert it to a number in kilograms. So it's very similar to this question, the one highlighted in pink. So the conversion fact is 2.2 pounds is approximately 1 kilogram. The numbers are getting smaller. We divide by 2.2 so that we can get 1. And here I divide by 2.2. 116 divided by 2.2 is equal to 52.7-ish. So it says round to the nearest kilogram. That means nearest whole number. So this answer is actually 53. So originally it's 52.7, but we rounded up to 53. Okay. So as a conclusion, I'm going to write that J's mass is about, because this is not exact, right? Because this is approximation, 53 kilograms. Okay. The next example reads, the mass of a Canadian toonie is 7.3 grams. What is its mass in ounces? And they want us to round to 2 decimal places. So let's write this as a sentence or equation. 7.3 grams is equal to how many ounces? And I gave you the conversion for that earlier. I'm going to scroll up for it. So it's 1 ounce is equal to approximately 28.35 grams. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to write that down here. Is that 1 ounce is approximately 28.35 grams. Now, I do want to line up the units, so I'm going to write this first. 28.35 grams is about 1 ounce. So here we are dividing, right? So we divide by 28.35, and here we divide by 28.35. So on our calculators, we're going to punch in 7.3 divided by 28.35, and that equals 0.257. But remember, it's at 2 decimal places, so we're going to round up in this case. So I'm going to erase this 7, and this is going to round up to a 6. So 0.26 ounces. That is the mass of a Canadian toonie. Okay, next question. I believe this is the last one. Yes. All right, so apples cost 79 cents per pound, or $0.79 per pound. What is their cost per kilogram? And then round to the nearest cent. Whenever you're asked to round to the nearest cent, it means 2 decimal places. Okay? All right, so here we're going to have to set up a proportion because we're comparing 2 different types of quantities. One is money and one is mass. So let's write the first fraction. It's $0.79 per 1 pound. Okay. Now on the other fraction, here we need to put the money amount, and here is the mass. So the amount of money is the missing amount. So here I'm going to put X. You can put any variable you like. And here you're going to put the mass, which is 1 kilogram. Okay, so we have a bit of a problem. We need these 2 units to be exactly the same. Okay, so this is in pounds, this is in kilograms. It's probably better to change this one into pounds. So 1 kilogram is approximately how many pounds? So this is in our formula sheet. It's 2.2. Right? So I can just erase this and write the equivalent amount. It's equal to 1 kilogram, but in pounds, 2.2 pounds. Okay? So now that I have that, the only thing I have left to do is to cross multiply. So these 2 go together and these 2 go together. So I'm going to multiply these 2 first. Doesn't matter which one you go with. 0.79 times 2.2, that gives me 1.738. Equals X times 1, and that's X. So there you go. We just solved for X, and the units are dollars, right? Why is it dollars? Because this is X, and it's in the same row as the dollar amount, as the cost. So there's only one step missing, which is our rounding. It says to round to the nearest cent. That means I need 2 decimal places. So I look at this number here, and it's more than 4. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means we round up. So this turns into $1.74 per kilogram. Okay, and that's our final answer. So please practice with some questions before you tackle your assignment problems, and let a teacher know if you need additional help.